10 seconds remaining. Team Secret's turn to pick.
Red Rider!
NIP's turn to pick.
The sack.
Okay.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Okay, 5 seconds. Welcome back, everyone, to our best of 3 series here between Team Secret and Ninjas in Pyjamas. It's the ESL 1 Los Angeles Closed Qualifier Playoffs. This is for the major, as we got ourselves through the group stage and into this draft for Game 2, as Team Secret lead 1-0. I'm Gareth, joined by Lacoste, and we've got a kind of a flipped draft here. Enchantress first pick for Ninjas in Pyjamas, while Batrider and Lesh, Team Secret, deciding to change things up a little bit. No first phase Monkey King this time.
Surprised that they didn't address the Monkey King problem, since he was first pick. You still had 3/4 picks to get the good heroes around him. They even banned it out. I don't think Monkey King was causing that much issues. Even if it was any other hero, the outcome would still be the same.
Yeah, it very much felt like in the draft, rather than NIP kind of addressing the Monkey King was a problem for NIP, where they were blocked from picking kind of melee, tanky strength heroes in a lot of the core positions, just because there's a Monkey King in that first phase. Like mind games from Puppy almost, saying, hey, we've picked this first, you're not quite sure where it's going to go because we're that good. How are you going to handle it? And I think, PPD tried to, but couldn't quite get a grip on that Matuma Man Monkey King. As Enchantress and Oracle get grabbed up by NIP, so that should be, I believe, a Lelis and PPD hero picked up 1 and 2 there by NIP. While Team Secret, we have no idea where these two are going. Absolutely no idea.
Enchantress can still be ran as position 4, 3 as you mentioned. Oracle looking like it's gonna be 5. You wanted to have some kind of a hero that deals well with the Batrider. So once you have enough counters for Batrider, most of the teams just switch him to position 4 or 5. Like they don't not want to play him as position 3 and give him farm priority.
Yeah, definitely a hero that Puppy's played before. Could even be, I kind of like it in the 5 just because, you're that laning presence. You're very annoying to deal with in the laning stage early on especially. But even jungling, right? Yapzor has been showing that jungling can still be a valuable and viable way to start off your game. Batrider is pretty quick getting through there once he gets up to like level 3 or so. As we get into the second stage of bans, Lifestealer and Punka removed out of the game, Shadow Demon and Pug, the 2 bans by NIP, and a Zai Pangolier. Well, could be Zai, could be Yapzor. Again, Team Secret really not showing or giving away anything in this draft.
Faceless Void.
Whoa. We saw one Faceless Void yesterday by OG Seed when they were playing against Nigma, and Nigma picked all the heroes that are not relying on cooldowns at all, can fight all the time. Also, right now, NIP is lacking any damage inside a Chronosphere. Yes, Ange can deal some Oracle with his 3rd ability, but then not sure that's enough. So you need to have something to dump on the members of Team Secret once you catch them inside the Chrono.
SD ban now a little more though. No disruption to mess up with the Void. Still heroes like OD, Pugna with Astral and Decrep to either save the target the Void's going on, or of course just pop it onto the Void himself. to keep that chrono as ineffective as possible.
Vibrant still in a pool, possibly a silencer. I know Puppy has a lot of love for this hero to play around the Faceless Void's Chronosphere. If he's not the one caught inside of it, just pop the global.
NIP's turn to pick.
Secret will go for the Ricky. Well, Smokescreen inside of the Chrono is pretty damn nice as well. Also incredibly strong against Enchantress and Oracle. Squishy heroes who can get burst and blown up by this Ricky with his pretty quick flurry of damage.
Once Ricky gets the Fusel Blade, like you need to be careful. Also, sentries are limited, so you still need to invest resources into sentries and dust, of course.
And it forces Void to go BKB's second item, right? Like, Void kind of has to go Maelstrom or Diffusal into BKB, because Smokescreen, you can buy 4 staffs, but it's still going to be so damn rough for you if you're lassoed and Smokescreened and held in place by Leshrac and Pango stuns. Ricky kind of counters Void for the most part.
If any other team picked these 4 heroes together, you would be like, what the fuck is happening? You know how they can't win, but Team Secret is just that good of a team that can pretty much win with any hero.
Yeah, it definitely feels that way. Beastmaster, okay, so potentially Necro Rush for Beastmaster, give them that true sight, the vision, also a decent amount of pushing power. Still no amazing synergy though with the Faceless Void. And I'm thinking this Ricky is probably position 1 for Matumba Man. I know when he was still on Liquid, he was streaming a little bit, and he was practicing heroes like Ricky and Weaver back then when they weren't too popular. You know, he tried the Battle Fury Ricky for a little bit, but I think he's definitely got a good firm handle on the hero now. Should be seeing the Diffusal Blade build. Fingers crossed.
I'm fine with Battle Fury build as well, Ricky.
Are you really?
Yes, I am, Gary. I mean, you can. I prefer Diffusal into Battle Fury, which allows you to fight early on and still have something prepared for the late game.
Okay, fair enough. Give you that acceleration tool. Broodmother taken out now. As NIP, their final hero for Tana will be your middle lane Shadow Fiend. So they've got a bit more damage to pump into Chrono. They've got a lot of magic damage to go along with the Roar as well.
You do not want to put Pango on mid. Still looks like it's going to be Lesh mid Ricky on position 1. And now they will decide whether Pangolier is the off lane or they want to have better Pangolier 4-5.
5 seconds remaining.
Pick a stun. Pick a single target stun. Something that can move around and catch people. Because like right now, you know, you've got good tower damage from Lesh, you've got decent team fight from Pango back Ricky. You just need a way to catch the Oracle, catch the Shadow Fiend. It's a Meepo! Lots of roots and ensnares and nets, and Anisha Meepo comes out as the final pick for Secret. But Timberman on the Ricky as we expected. So this should be a wait, hang on a second. It should be a Zai Pangolier, right? Yeah, there it is. The other 2 I'm not sure about. I don't know which way around. Okay, Puppy, Lesh, and Yapzor Bat. There we go. Question answered.
Meepo against Shadow Fiend on a mid lane. I mean, Meepo still gets the farm, and they don't have the good heroes to rotate, so Meepo should be fine. You know, even if Enchantress moves, what is she gonna do? Slow? There's no stun. Meepo can just easily poof away from a Shadow Fiend or Ench. Also, Faceless Void will have really issues with building items this game. You know, it's tough. You're playing against Ricky, against the Cloud, against the nets from Meepo. It will be tough to decide, especially if they do well on side of Team Secret in the laning stage and take away farm from Faceless Void.
Yeah, it might be a Hurricane Pike game for Tanner on the SF, but equally, you know, speaking about Dahak and the Void BKB timing, Tanner might have to look towards a second item BKB himself, which is always a rough one to go for. That's Team Secret, the Golden Ricky, Matumba Man. I can't wait to see how this lad plays. And a very basic looking Beastmaster for Lelis. He's got a nice belt though. Away we go, game 2. This is a best of 3. We're into the playoffs here for the LA major qualifiers as NIP. Facing off against Team Secret, who are currently undefeated. 9-0 now so far, right? 8-0 in the group stage.
Yeah.
One more win here in this best of 3. So that's 9. 8 plus 1 is 9. Well done, Gareth. You're a good mathematician.
Well, you were doing some math yesterday, Gary.
Was I?
Who's going to be mathematically out and in, whether we're going to have some extra games or not. And you did a good job by being silent.
But yeah, exactly. I was silent. I read Liquipedia, and then I used I used what they had on their website to figure out what was going on.
For me, if it's not on Liquipedia, it's not official.
Damn, that's the way it be.
Hack
on the void.
Gang that Boris.
Oh, did they get it? Poor little boy.
That's a lot of XP.
How much was that? Is it 30 each? 60 XP shared between the two of them. Lovely stuff. And 1 CS. Ricky already top of the pops. Thank you, Matumba man. Perfect timing. Universe on the Ench, position 4, down bottom lane with Lelis on the Beastmaster. And PPD is still around here trying to secure these bounty runes, as they should gather both down bottom. Yapsaw Batrider does grab one under the nose of Dahak's Void. Matumbaman Ricky is up here as well, as Meepo Phoenicia shall be mid lane against Tanner's SF. And they've put Zai bottom, which is something Secret seem to be doing a lot of here, is putting the position 3 bottom lane on the Radiant, and then kind of 4-5 minutes in, you swap them around and put your safe laner back down here for just a little while.
I'm wondering if NIP will swap Oracle to the top lane, since there's a Batrider on the top.
Steal your face.
We'll find out in a minute. Universe already taking the napalm stacks up from Yapsaw, who has boots first and will be dragging that second wave, as we've seen time and time again. That should get Yapsaw to level 2 or so. Matumbaman will just stick around, secure the range creep, take a bit of harassment here. But for the most part, it's all about Yapsaw holding that wave.
Once they get to level 2, there's a lot of kill potential on either of these two heroes. Just need to be full HP. Matumbaman taking a lot of harassment in the lane. Batrider will get himself to level 2 with this wave. How's mid lane doing so far? 5-0 on Shadow Fiend, 3-1 on Nisha's Meepo.
Yeah, Tanner nearly has his bottle. Just needs another CS here. We'll be able to bring it out. Oh, unlucky there. Missing a CS under tower. Oh, and another one. Whoopsie doopsie Tanner. Enchantress top, trying to zone Yapsaw away from the creep wave that he's dragged here. Good little secure of the range creep as well by Uni. How's the bottom lane going on then? PPD and Lelis, they are being chipped away at, but tons of regen across the both of them here. Same story for Zai and Puppy. Mangoes, Salves, Tangos, all the good stuff. The wave will shift back down a little further south as Puppy... He's killed off the Hawk. He's trying to keep that sentry going to spawn up the camp, but it's so difficult against the Beastmaster, who continually blocks it. Zai does get caught by the Fortune's End. Only level 1 Purifying Flames though, so PPD can't actually finish it off, as Puppy does kill his courier, and Zai's come back in to continue the battle. Kill the boar, Splitter, stun, lands onto Lelis, but they've got the Fortune's End to slow the advance of Zai and Secret. So again, salve trade for salve.
Zai is so farmed. 9 CS. What did he buy? Is that a bottle? Yes, it is. He had the Javelin queued up, but wants to have some more region in the lane. Also wants to be able to refill that bottle with the minute 5 bounty runes.
Some really good harassment damage here from PPD, but potentially overstepping his bounds. Puppy considering the split earth, but decides against it.
Oh, if PPD can kill the courier, that's gonna be huge. The bottle on it, one more hit.
Ooh. He can't get the bottle one, he'll get the magic stick one. Zai has actually cut through all the trees down here, so does get his bottle. Puppy unfortunately losing his items. Where is first blood going to happen, Lacoste? Tell me. Predict it, Mr. Oracle.
I'm predicting bottom lane where Oracle is.
Where's PPD going? He's going for a wander. A little journey through the jungle. Puppy and PPD chasing each other. Yeah, that split earth. That's never going to land. Does leave Zion a 1v1 against Lelis, and the boars are getting a little annoying here for the Pangolier. Matumba Man 16 and 5. Void 11-5. Dahak not having the best of times up at top, even though Yapzor has been kind of dragging waves around, and Dahak should have been getting some good farm with the waves reaching his tower. We'll be able to catch up a little bit with his final wave here.
Pretty slow game. We still didn't see first blood. Mid lane, Nisha with the haste, does not want to play too aggressive, just clears the creep wave, goes back to jungle, also stacks.
They're going on Matsu.
Himself.
That impetus damage, so much of his HP removed, and time dilation will allow them to get first blood. Universe claims it. Matumba Man, the off-lane Ricky, he's basically position 3 in this scenario. Not going to be too worried about it. Now this is where I'd kind of expect Secret to swap their lanes. Maybe move Zai up the top, put Ricky bottom as Puppy nearly blown up. Oh, the salve. I don't know how close that was, but PPD had just enough damage with the level 2 Purifying Flames. Zai, Swashbuckle on cooldown, so he won't get this first rune. He's not even going to go for the second one behind. That's why Nisha has found Tanner, going for a kill on the SF, and it looks like he's got it. Level 6 Nisha Meepo finds a takedown on his counterpart, who has yet to hit.
Wait, what? You can high-five yourself with Meepo?
The hell? What?
Alright, I'm gonna start spamming Meepo. This needs to be fixed, man. This is devastating to enemy morale, you know?
That's literally unplayable. How is that permitted? The bad man a self-clap high five. That is really sick. Okay, right. I need something. Lizards, teach me how to play Meepo, please. Someone, anyone.
I think you need to find someone else. We have some better Meepo players out there. Well, maybe you're just not friends with them, huh?
Oh, sad, isn't it? Nisha, maybe now a bit of retribution for NIP. Nisha, poof away! Oh my god, he survived! No freaking way. Meepo, he's trying to go on, high five yourself. No, he's not gonna risk it.
What if he just goes back to high five himself? BPD once again, trying to make a move on a mid lane.
And he has poof again, so your stun's lacking, you know? Again, this problem for NIP. In the previous game, they had like 1 stun. This game, they have Chrono, Roar, and a root from Fortune's End. They just don't have a way of catching anybody. Yaps are up top, farming through some really nice juicy jungle stacks. A nice steal from Universe. We'll take the Hellbear away from Yapsor's hands.
Now there's a lot of kill potential on bottom. Zai will hit level 6 after 2 CS. This also has Javelin.
That is a good chunk of damage if he wants to make a move. Puppy getting blown up by the Purifying Flames. PPD with Lelis. Good kill there. Now Zai kind of stuck.
Second board, get that level 6.
He desperately needs it, but he won't. Lelis with a double kill. PPD, yeah, Purifying Flames, such a massive nuke at this early stage. And the ball slow as well. You know, you can't understate how important that is.
They should have just gotten 1 CS on the bottom lane. Get that level 6 and they would easily get the double kill without casualties.
Bottom lane going pretty well for NIP. Top lane decent now as the Void 29-12. Still behind Matumba Man in overall actual last hits and CS. And Yapzor also Tranquils with Windlace level 4 with Blink Dagger queued up. This position for Yapzor Bat has been spending a decent amount of time farming, stacking jungle. Not really made a move just yet, but I don't think he needs to. His job here is to bodyguard the Ricky, and Nisha's just going to be farming jungle while defending mid-tier 1 with Zai.
If you're paying attention to the way Yapzor plays in these qualifiers, is he's not roaming around that much at all. He just prefers the jungle instead and get his farm, especially if they have like a self-sustainable offlaner. Like the game with Skyrat Mage, not making any rotations. The game when he played Axe and just jungled from level 2.
Yeah, and then they give Puppey this bot lane, they shift Zai in towards mid, they've got a couple of cores farming jungle. Yapzor will take the experience mid, Zai's doing the long walk back down to bottom lane, it looks like. Oh, Matu trying to make a go on Universe there as he is level 6 on Ricky, but in comes the enchant to slow, the time dilation to really get him stuck in the mud here as well, but there's no batches and the disarm from the Pango, fake pumping out the Rolling Thunder, the Chrono still being held by Dahak. Didn't want to go committing for the Ricky that deep in behind enemy line. I keep looking at these NIP wards and they, like, PPD spends so much, or so many of the kind of 10-minute wards on the mid lane. They had 4, giving vision to try and protect Tana.
There's a huge difference between Shadowfiend and Meepo. 1.5k at the moment.
Oh, yikes. What's that dust? They're hunting for Ricky. Matumba Man not going to get found. They will aim for the Meepo now. 4 heroes in. They've got Raw ready. Throw it onto the Meepo and blow him up with Requiem. Good amount of damage. And finally, Nisha will fall. Bounty Rune's gonna go 4 for 0 though, it looks like. Zai gets one of the top ones. Matumba Man, bait PPD in. Oh yes, go for the kill now. PPD is gonna disarm the Ricky, but with the tricks of the trade, the jump forward, one final touch, we'll be able to finish him off.
Poppy's still gonna get that Bounty Rune. This is how they build advantage. Even though NIP is going for that mid tower, disarm on Shadowfiend plus roll.
Oh, nice Chrono though, stops them in their tracks. The Dire do get the tower, but the damage onto Yapzor finally coming through from the raise. The Rolling Thunder still connecting on the Shadowfiend, and Tana in all sorts of trouble. Blown up by Matumba Man, and Nisha arriving on the scene now. Universe will sproink away, as there are no additional stuns from Secrets to keep the chase going.
And immediately back to farming. Everyone knows where he needs to go. Puppey will get some XP on the bottom. Puppey level 6 already at the 10-minute mark. I'm not sure who bought the tome. Also, Yapzor is Yapzor just bought it, so he is gonna be level 7 after 1 CS.
Nisha has 3,000 gold saved up. This is going to be like a 13-minute E-Blade, maybe faster. Triple Wraithband treads into E-Blade so quickly from this Meepo.
Radiant are scanning.
Puppey getting some orbs delivered. Lelis has Vlad's. PPD has a smoke. And they are grouped up here in a reasonably good position to go and defend the Shadowfiend bottom if they can kind of bait Tana, dangle him in front of the tier 1, and make a play behind him. For now though, Radiant Observer Ward will give pretty perfect vision of the bottom lane if they step forward. Secret will see that the enemies are coming to the bottom spot, and if TP'd Yapzor here, which potentially is an indication they want to defend the tower. And there is the second TP, Lesh is coming in, might have a rainbow from Team Secret. Yapzor doesn't have enough mana for last, so spamming out sticky napalm and clearing out the creep wave. But they just needed 2 supports to come in, defend the tower against 2 cores in the support, and at the same time, Meepo's in the jungle, farming 2 camps, Zai's out in the jungle, and Void, well, he has to run away from mid lane.
They saw 3 heroes showing on the bottom lane, so now they're just delaying the bottom push while everyone else is farming. Meepo wants to have that Ethereal Blade before the next fight, and Ricky gets a solo kill on Uni.
That one for free.
Zai did help out. Not quite a solo kill, but close. Javelin damage, most certainly effective up against the Enchantress with the swashbuckle. Bottom tier 1 glyphed up as NIP really hitting for this objective. They would love to be able to swing in through this Radiant jungle, having taken both bottom and mid tier 1s. This is where they'll start to play. Get into this kind of triangle on this part of the map. Shadowfiend and Void can farm here. And then you let Team Secret take the top part. But the trouble is, the top part has Roshan in it, Lacoste.
Yeah, if they get one successful 2-man, 3-man team kills in general, the Meepo can easily go into Roche. And these are not the heroes that you want to buy back on, especially if you commit with the Chronosphere or Shadowfiend. Shadowfiend has to be the worst hero in the game to buy back.
Yeah, it feels so bad. I'm gonna restack my souls, guys. I'm gonna kill some creeps, please. Just let me do it. And there it is, 13.5 minutes. E-Blade arrives for Nisha. Does Team Secret want to make a move? Do they feel strong enough? Looks like they're pretty content and happy just to continue farming. Get the Diffusal Blade on Matuma Man. Have your cores. Get these primary items. Meepo seems to just be ahead of the curve a little bit, and he's already found a kill. E-Blade and Snare. Lelis is done for. Nisha shows it off in style. And then high-fives himself. Wait, can you triple high? You can triple high-five? Damn, all of them can high-five.
He should go for Aghanim Scepter and just have one extra high-five.
Oh my goodness. That really is glorious.
You know what's the problem when one of your team members is overfarmed? There's no synergy between the items. Like Meepo has way too many items, and now they're lacking that Diffusal Blade on Ricky.
Yeah, you've made Ricky feel bad because you got your E-Blade so quickly. But you're right, the kind of synchronization isn't quite there.
Because you're overfarmed. Yeah.
Because you're overfarmed. But it's not too far away.
World problems, right?
Yeah, it really is. I mean, there we go. So Yapsol has Blink now. Now that's Ethereal Blade and Blink. Diffusal Blade is still 700 gold off that one recipe that Matuma Man needs quite desperately. But I think Team Secret at this point, they know that NIP are on the back foot. You've got to know here as Team Secret that you're ahead. As long as you can defend the Meepo. Oh, Chrono on 2 bot. Wait, yeah, how did Yapsol get out of that? How did Yapsol get out of that Chrono?
It looked like he was in. Maybe
he was in it and then
he was faking it.
It's like Firefly ended and he clipped from being flying to being on the ground and pushed himself out of Chrono. Dota 2. What a beautiful game. Weird and wonderful stuff happening all the time. But yeah, there we go. Chrono for a Lash kill. Not ideal for NIP, but it's still a step in the right direction. But you know what happens then, like we were saying, right? Top part of the map belongs to Secret. If you use Chrono and you're fighting bottom part of the map, Roshan's open for Meepo. Just like you said, he's in there, taking Roshan down. It is a little slow, and NIP are making a move to try and stop this from happening, but Secret are ready. Void is blocked with no Chrono, and they've got a lasso. The Blink reveal out from the Batrider, catching the Oracle. BPD, he's force promised himself, but this leaves the rest of his team exposed. Beastmaster down to about a third of his health as the Rolling Thunder. Zai looking to disengage. The net from Meepo catches Lelis again, and NIP they've got to retreat. The roar onto the Meepo will buy a bit of time there for Lelis. Oh, Ricky, he's dusted up, jumps and blinks back to Zai. Good little swashbuckle in again, catching the disarm onto a couple, and Poppy with a Pulse Nova. AoE magic damage, a triple kill for your +5 for the Shrag, and a full 5-man team wipe. Secret, don't lose a soul. Kill off the tier 1, go for Roshan. The world is your oyster.
I mean, it's pretty justified to say that Team Secret is the best team in the world at the moment, and you can see the way they play after that Chronosphere on the bottom lane to get to position 5. They instantly go to Roche Pit, and the coordination in this fight was amazing. Lasso to kill Oracle before he could get the ulti off did not work out, but they still play around it. Also, BKB was used. That's the problem with Faceless Void. I'm not sure if this hero has his place in current meta.
It's hard, right? That's like super long cooldown, 160 seconds. Very difficult to play around. Unless you have, multiple cores where you can cycle ultis, Echo Slam, Chronosphere, Naga Song, you need so many to be able to have them all, or have one up at any given time. I do miss the days of Tide, Void, Enigma though, the big ultis. They'll come back come LAN season, they always do.
Faceless Void is so underfarmed. Only has Javelin at the moment. Enough money to buy Mithril Hammer after this creep wave, but he definitely needs a BKB. I'm not sure if he wants to invest in full Maelstrom at the moment. Like, just keep that Mithril Hammer instead and go for BKB if needed.
Nice full staff out from Universe to save Lelis, but Meepo with the Ricky chasing Tana. Chrono being fake pumped Void, he's just going to throw it in. The lasso will catch him, but the false promise will save him up. Dahag, he's got the Meepo trapped, but they're going to turn and face off against Puppy. Leshrank is brought down as the Rolling Thunder roared up. Oh, they've caught Zai. Really well played by Lelis, but Dahag is destroyed, obliterated by this. Nisha Meepo is the Requiem. He's cancelled it out. Tana doesn't want to waste it here. Nisha has the Aegis still in hand, and Matuma Man, the Ricky, looking to backstab, find Universe, but the focus is again onto Lelis Beastmaster. One by one, they're being picked off, and the trade, it looked good to begin with. NIP played that fight well. They played that fight as best as they possibly could have. The correct decisions, maybe a better Chrono could have come out, but Team Secret are just so strong at this point.
And now that Chrono is down, Shadowfin with no BKB, they're gonna use all this info and start playing aggressively. Meepo still has that 3 minutes on Aegis plus E-Blade. Where is it?
Oh.
Good ulti.
Tana had to Requiem there. Nisha getting close to losing the Aegis, but Universe didn't have enough damage to finish off one of the clones. Yapzor comes back. There were no buybacks there, were there? No buybacks at all. Yapzor just respawning pretty quickly. Blink 4-staff on the Batrider. I've not seen this build in honestly ages. I'm so used to the drums, boots of travel. 4-staff heals. Blink in, initiate, drag the Oracle into danger. Dahak, time will high ground. Tana has to be BKB. Oh dearie.
They're fine with that. Bottom lane is pushing in. Look at the positioning from Matu. He's waiting for someone to TP or try to make a backstab move on them.
Full Scardy on the Meepo now.
On top of Pupil's Gift. Like, the Pupil Gift has to be one of the best tier 2 items. Besides the Imp Claw.
Yeah, I love it. It's so good. Zai gonna shove out top wave. Nisha taking a tier 1 with 2 of his clones. No destroy the creep wave as well, which will, you know, thanks to Puppy actually pushing the lane proper, will be able to get themselves an objective there. Now, Team Secret, they're falling back towards the river line though, allowing NIP to come out of their base. And this is one of those classic moments where, you know, you push them so hard, you push them, you kill them in team fights, and you force NIP into this drastic position where they come out of their base really without a plan. They just wanted to come out and farm, and now you've got the jump from the Batrider lasso. Down goes PPD, gone for 30 seconds, and NIP, they've just got to get back up on the wall. Beastmaster gets pushed down to the low ground by the flame break, and he's gone. A secondary target is a double ensnare. Enchantress and Shadow Fiend forced to BKB once more. That's 3 defensive self-BKBs to run away in a row.
And suddenly this game just feels completely over. Meepo still Aegis for 50 seconds. These Raxes are gonna melt. If you misuse the Chrono, they can't take a fight before the Aegis is gone.
Dire's middle tower.
Second lane of barracks for Meepo, it looks like. Oh, Yapzor. Yeah, you've got no lasso, but I don't know if it matters. Dahak ensnared, rooted up. He's got no BKB, and there's the problem. Trapped inside the smoke screen. Insert the ensnare and throws the PPD. Oracle, the Rolling Thunders. Gorgeous from Zai. In onto 3 with a Chrono, with a Requiem. I mean, okay, cool. It's very fancy looking. The big blue bubble is beautiful, but the damage is lacking. You just do not have what it takes to face off against Team Secret now. Go and hide in your fountain, Tana from high school, because Matumba Man and Nisha, they are here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can say that this game is over. There it is, GG. I said nice 4-staff play, didn't finish the thought. Batrider used 4-staff on Oracle to push him inside the smoke screen, and then they used net from Meepo to keep him inside of it, so he can't use the ulti. That's some next level shit, man.
Yeah, really beautiful stuff. Glorious play from Secret, and that series, man, pretty quick go.